Hi guys, how are you doing? It's Elaine Bintz, certified health coach and personal trainer. We're getting toward the end of our 30-day health challenge. We are already on day 28. I hope everybody is having a great week, and I hope you get this weekend started off on the right foot. So today's topic is body weight versus body density. So we're not actually going to go through a mathematical equation. I just wanted to explain this concept because tomorrow's video we're going to discuss body fat percentage. So there will be some math involved in tomorrow. And then in our last video we'll talk a little bit about ideal body weight because that is a question as a trainer I get all the time, is how much should I weigh? But this is kind of some background information before we get into those two videos. So what is the difference between body weight and body density? So body weight in America, we use pounds, and when you go to different gyms and in different places, like if you go to competitions like the Olympics, they'll use kilograms because that's more of an international usage of measuring weight. And then when you study science, they'll use the scientific model for weight. But in America, we use pounds. And that's based on gravity. So gravity, as you get older, yes, gravity is a real thing. So as we age, we are fighting gravity. We're trying to maintain our bone mineral density so our bones don't break down. We're trying to maintain our muscle mass, making sure that we don't hunch and that we don't have bad posture, keeping everything strong and keeping everything that works against gravity. So it's like stepping on a scale. It's a number on a scale. And then what is density? So the density is a little bit different. So there's actually a mathematical equation, which doesn't really matter here, but it is mass over volume. So I joke that our 4-year-old son he's very dense. His body is very dense. He's 4 years old, but he's 55 pounds. And if you were to give him a piggyback ride and lift him up, you would be like, whoa, this kid, he's pretty dense. He's kind of heavy because he packs a lot of weight into a little body. But anyway, the point is depending on your density, which is like you're floating versus sinking, for example. So let's say, depending on your body's density. So if you have more muscle mass, this pound of muscle takes up less physical space. It has more mass, but less volume, less physical space. Whereas this pound of fat has less mass, but more volume. So this pound of fat actually takes up more space, and you can actually see that if you were to get a measuring tape. You can measure these. They both equal 1 pound. I measured them on a scale. But the pound of muscle has more density. So this one here, if you look at something that floats, fat floats better, and density, muscle mass sinks more so, which is actually kind of a funny story because I've done a lot of physical challenges in my life, and one of the physical challenges I could never accomplish was becoming a certified lifeguard. So I know it doesn't really apply to my life. I'm a former physical education teacher for the public school system, and this is many moons ago. We're going back like 10 years. But one of the challenges I wanted to accomplish was I wanted to be a certified lifeguard. So when I taught the swimming unit, I could be a lifeguard. Well, I could never float. I would always sink, and then I really struggled to get that brick at the bottom of the deep end. But anyway, the point is that I went back to my physiology and I went back and studied. It reminded me that depending on the person's body fat percentage, if you have a higher body fat percentage, it would be more easy to float. And if you have a lower body fat percentage or more muscle mass, more muscular, more lean body mass, your body is going to sink. So you're kind of fighting things in the water. So again, we're not going to go over numbers today. I just want you to understand these concepts because a question people will always say is, is a pound of muscle the same weight as a pound of fat? And the answer is yes, of course. So the weight measured from gravity, a pound of muscle and a pound of fat, they weigh the same, but the density is different. So somebody who has maybe 20% of body fat, they look leaner, and a person who has 30% body fat, they're going to physically look less dense or less lean because they have more body fat. So again, this is just for informational purposes. I hope this information has been useful. Tomorrow's topic, body fat, this information will come in more handy. Again, my name is Elaine Bintz, certified health coach, personal trainer. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.